you all are well and feeling even better. Cheers to another episode of my color-coded juicing series. But this episode is actually an introduction to juicing. If you all watch my introduction to meal prepping video, you know I've been sorting out my content on my new social media calendar on ClickUp. And as I've been doing that this week, I noticed gaps. So I'm here filling those gaps for you all, and you know, I know it's like, how can you not think of not doing an introduction video? I don't know, I think I was just too excited about YouTube, you know, but no matter what, here I am giving it to you all. So this episode is dedicated to my beginners. If you are feeling intimidated about juicing or just don't know WTF to start, I am here to support you, I am here to guide you, and I am here to help you transition into a healthier lifestyle. If you have any additional questions that are not included in the video, be sure to drop them in the comments or contact me on my website, xoJRwellness.com/contact. Enjoy. At this point, you all should know that I am a huge advocate for juicing. The first time I juiced was in high school, and I don't even think I was personally juicing. I'm pretty sure I was watching my parents juice, because I know my mom and I would watch my dad juice, you know, drink the juices he made. But to say that I personally juiced, I don't think so. Maybe I started to eventually. I have no idea. I should probably ask them, but I know for sure I was not juicing daily, and I definitely was not storing them as I am now. But it became something that I truly enjoyed, and apparently my brother purchased me a juicer when I was in college, which I don't believe. That's something him and I will disagree about for a very long time, because where the hell am I gonna put a juicer in college, you know? But he says he bought me a juicer in college. I have no idea, but I don't know. So I first started juicing in high school, and I just loved it because you're creating your own juices. And although this was before I started paying attention to ingredients, I just loved knowing that we were drinking something we made at home. So that was a huge factor for me. Many people assume my family are health nuts, health freaks. They are not. It's just, you know, a lifestyle I created for myself. We always tried different things. Definitely always paid attention to sugars though. We tried to keep any purchases under, I think it's 10 or 8 grams of sugar. So sugar is something I've always paid attention to because of my childhood. But other than that, all this extra healthy stuff I'm doing, no, I didn't grow up doing it. I wanted to figure things out for myself, and it all started with breakouts, honey. That's why we are here today, indeed. What is juicing? Juicing is the process of extracting liquids from veggies and fruits so you can create a homemade juice. This is done using a juicer. You can also use a blender. Usually those power blenders are really good. If you don't have a power blender, just make sure you have like a cheesecloth or a strainer to remove the pulp from the juice. Why juice? For starters, let me tell you, there are so many reasons to juice. So many more than I'm gonna mention in the video. I'm just giving you I'm just giving you something to start off. Juicing will increase your intake of fruits and veggies. So if there are certain veggies that you dislike, certain fruits that you dislike, I'm 90% sure you can create a juice that you can actually consume and enjoy it, especially for kids. My nieces tried my juices once, and although they frowned at some of the veggies I was using and even some of the fruits, beets, when they tried the juices, they actually liked them. So it's a great idea to increase your intakes for that. Now, my personal 2 favorite reasons to juice is for my skin and for hydration. As much as I love water and make sure I reach my 1.5 liters to a gallon daily, I get tired of water sometimes. I honestly do. I mean, I'm human, come on. So to have juice as another option to keep my body hydrated, why not? With those juices you purchase from the store, they're filled with ingredients that you actually don't need. A load of preservatives that are useless, or well, not useless, I should correct myself on that. They're loaded with preservatives that can affect your body. Is it always in a bad way? No. Is it always in a good way? Not necessarily. Is it doing anything beneficial that you say, oh, I have to buy juice from that store? Absolutely not. Not at all. So just juice, keep it in your fridge. You're drinking ingredients, whole ingredients, without anything extra inside that you need to be concerned about or research. apples and cucumbers. What's wrong with that? Just make sure you wash it, you know? So, hydration at its finest indeed. And there is an episode of my color-coded juicing series that's dedicated to my favorite hydration juices. My second reason for juicing are the skin benefits. The first time I decided to make juicing a part of my lifestyle by doing it weekly, it was to help with my skin, which was also the reason I began meal prepping. It was 2016, yeah, before it was actually a lifestyle for me. I was transitioning into a healthier lifestyle without knowing I was transitioning into a healthier lifestyle. At that time, I just said, I'm paying more attention to ingredients because my skin, it's doing things. It's not during my cycle. It's not a few days before my cycle. So this shouldn't be happening. So I came to the conclusion, okay, it has to be what you're consuming. You're having allergic reactions. That's also how I learned that we can be intolerant to foods and not necessarily allergic. Allergic reactions, you know, you sneeze, cough, hives, and itch and all this and that. Having a food intolerance can be communicated through bloating, a heavy amount of gas, when you feel phlegm in your chest or in your throat after certain foods, that's your body telling you, yeah, I don't really like this. I don't like it at all. So I started paying attention to that during my breakouts, writing down what's what, finding the common denominators. So I did a bit of research on my own and said, let me start juicing just so I can, you know, start consuming as much healthy stuff as I can. And here I am today. What is that? 7 years later, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 7 years later, and juicing is a part of my lifestyle. Oh, you know what? Actually, there is another reason I started juicing: detoxing. The very first time I wanted to detox, I don't know. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say I wanted to make sure my stomach was hella flat for a photo shoot, because that's the only like true reason I can think of, and I think that's it. I wanted to detox to make sure I was fit and ready for this photo shoot. Maybe it was a runway show. I have no idea, but I'm like 99.9% sure it was related to one of those indeed. And you know, I loved it. I love how light I felt. Till this day, I just love how light that I feel. And so after I juiced the first time, and this was obviously outside of high school, this is after college, I'm living on my own, I researched it and said, oh, okay, maybe I should make detoxing my thing. So eventually I put into my routine to detox every 2 days per week. I said that wrong. 2 days per week. So like Wednesday, Thursday, juices only. The next week, it maybe a Tuesday, Wednesday juicing only, or maybe it's just 1 day of juicing. I just wanted to make sure I was giving my digestive system a break. And although it isn't considered a full detox when it's just 1 day of juicing or 2, you're giving your digestive system a break, and that's what I absolutely love. So the reasons I juice: hydration, skin benefits, and to give my digestive system a break. Now, how do you juice? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it at all. You need 3 items. Well, probably more, but these are the umbrellas or the categories. I don't know, but you know what I mean. A juicer / power blender, your fruits, airtight containers. That's not 4. What did I do that? Juicer or blender, fruits and veggies, or, oh, no, this is wrong. A juicer or power blender, whichever you like to use, whichever you have in your kitchen. 2, fruits and veggies, fruits or veggies. If you don't want to combine them, that's okay. I'm a combiner. I know there are, you know, a lot of articles out there about why you should not combine them, and honestly, I combine them. I know what I do and do not like. I know how my body reacts, so you just listen to your body, do what's best for you. Third, you need your airtight containers to store your juices. Now, to start with, what juicer or power blender should you purchase? Do not spend an excessive amount of money on a juicer or blender if you're just getting started. I say this because this is too loud. I say this because I love saving money, but also because you're just getting started. And if there's one factor that intimidates people, no matter if it's for juicing, finding a new job, buying supplies, picking a new hobby, changing clothes sizes. It's money. Money is an intimidating factor to many people throughout this entire world. So even for me, in some cases, like, oh damn, like, all right, faith, here we go. I've been saying a lot recently how a great amount of faith is starting to, you know, feel like you're delusional, but hey, you know, God has my back and I'm right here, never giving up. So if finances intimidates you, don't allow it to intimidate you here. $400 on a juicer or a blender, you're just getting started. I personally do not think it's worth it. Hell, I don't even have a blender or a juicer that's 400 bucks. Not at all. My Ninja Foodie, I got it on sale for like maybe 85 bucks, and my juicer, I've had it for 6 years. It did not cost me $80. I purchased it from Target. The actual juicer that was supposed to come in for me, they were back stock and then it never came in. I was like, listen, I'm gonna keep what I have, and it's been doing its job for 6 years. The only reason I'm in search of a new juicer is because I want a new juicer. Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it at all. So the Hamilton juicer, 6 years strong, baby. Use it, save your money, and if you find that, oh wait, I really do like juicing, this habit is, you know, actually gonna become a part of my lifestyle, I enjoy it, you will understand what you want more out of your juicer. So jot those down, research, and then spend your money on a more, mosquito, don't bite me. Then you can spend your money on a higher quality juicer because you know what you want, you know what you're searching for. That's how it works. Just be smart about it. And the other juicer, I don't know, give it away, sell it. I don't know, but I don't think you should spend an excessive amount of money for your first juicer or blender. Fruits and veggies, whichever you decide to purchase is completely up to you. I highly recommend purchasing your favorite fruits and veggies first. So for me, those are apples, pineapples, guava, passion fruit, and what am I missing? Oh, honeydew. Those are my faves. Without a doubt. If you've watched my color-coded juicing series, you know if it's one fruit I'm always gonna have, it's apple juice. Oh, strawberries. Although strawberries aren't my favorite whole fruits, they are my favorite juice. They're on my list of favorite juice. They're on my list of favorite juices. You understand? Not a huge fan of regular strawberries. Like, I'll eat them, cool. But strawberry juice, thebomb.com, without a doubt. Once you start creating your juices with your favorite fruits, then I recommend grabbing a few fruits that you aren't a huge fan of. Not many people like carrots. I mean, those are veggies, but you know, I'm doing the same here. Use your favorite veggies and then add a veggie you don't like. So not many people are a fan of carrots, not a fan of beets, not a fan of cucumbers. Juice those and just add them into your favorite juice. That's all you have to do. And that alone, you'll be increasing your intake of fruits and veggies because you're adding something you don't usually drink or eat, but now you are because it's being overpowered by those other juices that you prefer instead. So, you know, it's just a mental game with yourself. That's all it is. At the end of the day, you're finding out what you like, increasing those taste buds, listening to your body, understand what it's craving. You want this a bit sweeter, you want this a bit bitter. You got it. So don't overthink when you're at the store or the farmer's market. Oh, what should I buy? Should I juice this? Can I do? What do you like? What do you enjoy? Get it. Do it. This isn't a punishment. Don't think of it as a punishment. That's not the way it goes. Not at all. This should be fun for you. And if it's not fun, you should at least not feel miserable about it. Okay? Your airtight containers. These are important to make sure your juices don't spoil. As soon as you juice your fruits, you want to make sure you shut those, okay? If you are mixing them right away or not, close them. When I'm juicing for my color-coded juicing series, I close my containers right away, although I know I'm not going to mix them until about 15 minutes later because I don't want to leave them exposed. I also juice ginger, lemon, and limes every time I juice because those are gonna help it last longer. Your juices without any natural preservatives will last up to 72 hours, but when you add the ginger and lime, it's gonna help that stay in your fridge for a full week. If you find yourself drinking one juice less than the other and you're worried about them expiring, Don't overload your belly or force yourself to drink them. Pour the juice into an ice cube tray. Store that in the fridge, store that in the freezer. And you know, the following week or so, you wanna add a few cubes to a cup of water. It's brilliant. I just did it today with the strawberry, ginger, and lime juice I had. Added that to a nice glass of water, went and sat by the pool while I edited a few videos, and it was hella refreshing. So see, it's super simple to juice. Just don't overthink it. And I'm convinced that people who overthink, they're just using it as an excuse. That's all. You need a juicer or a blender. You need fruits and veggies. You need to put those in the machine. You need to catch the juice. You need to pour it into an airtight container, and then you drink it. That's it. That's it. Oh, that reminds me, the pulp. Now the pulp. You can keep your pulp or you can throw it out. Jazzy baby, it's right there in the middle. I'm probably 52% at throwing it out, and it's not good. I know. And the 48%, I will keep it. I have frozen, right? I have frozen. I don't know why it's so hard for me to figure that out. I have created ice. I have placed the pulp into ice cubes and added those to my smoothies. And although I don't like ice in my smoothies, I'll do that because, you know, it's just pulp from your juice. So you're just adding more flavor to your smoothies. If you don't want to add your pulp into ice cube trays, you can also bake them to make it a bit crispy. Add them on salads or pastas. What else? Oh, I've seen pulp used for muffins, oatmeal cookies. There's actually quite a bit you can do with the pulp, and don't hold me to this. I'll create a video for the pulp of juices and what you can use it for, because there are so many different options, recipes, recommendations online, and just don't hold. I even saw one you can make what's the candy? A fruit roll-up out of pulp. Yeah, indeed. And so, you know, what do I say? Get it how you live, okay? And you don't hold me to it. I know that would make a great video, but it's also gonna take a lot of time from Jazzy baby, and just don't hold me to it. I wanna do it for you, but don't hold me to it. So yeah, anyhow, you throw your pulp out, keep it whichever way it goes. It will last in your fridge, I wanna say 4 days or so. So yeah, I don't know, make some cornbread, you know, a little rainbow cornbread for Thanksgiving or something. Do you, boo? Do you? Okay, next question. How do you juice? Oh, cleaning, okay. How do you clean your fruits and veggies? Cleaning your fruits and veggies is very, very important. And I'm not talking just rinsing them with water. A few years ago, when I was just, you know, really getting a hold of my allergies, and, you know, I thought I was allergic to so many other things, but I went to a farmer's market. I was speaking to a farmer, and somehow we got on the time. I don't know, maybe he was telling me to grab something. I said, oh no, I'm allergic, or can't eat that. Somehow we got on the topic of strawberries. I'm not sure. And then he tells me it may be the pesticides. I said, well, we need pesticides on our fruits, right? And he started smiling. He said, what is pesticides? A poison. So, you know, the bugs don't get, well, I didn't say a poison, I said it's a spray, so the bugs don't get on the fruits. And then he responded, exactly, it's a poison for animals. If it's a poison for animals, it's a poison for us. So we should not be consuming that. And it sounds as if you may actually be allergic to pesticides. And so he grabbed me a container. It was a pint of strawberries. He said, take this, eat it, be careful. But I do honestly think you are actually allergic to pesticides. And in the grocery stores, that's what they use. That's why it's so nice and pretty in there. It's not just because it's inside, flies get inside and everything. So although many people think saying, you know, flies and bugs on your fruits are a bad thing, it's not. So sure enough, I ate those damn strawberries. And listen, let me tell you, I prayed to sweet baby Jesus about 5 times before I ate one of those strawberries. And I didn't have a reaction, you guys. And I was just like, holy guacamole. Are you kidding me? Oh, and also he advised me how to start washing my fruits and veggies. He asked me, he goes, how do you wash your fruits and veggies? Do you use a cleaner from the store, or do you soak them? I was like, no, I rinse them with freaking water. And there was another smirk from him. He's probably thinking, oh, you beginner, I'm about to rock your world. And he definitely did. He said, get apple cider vinegar, water, allow them to soak for at least 15 minutes, rinse them again, and then you stir your fruits as you normally would. So after the strawberries didn't give me any reactions at all, I grabbed the fruits that I had in my fridge. I went to the store, I got some apple cider vinegar, and I soaked those fruits, because what I had in my fridge, I was just rinsing them like water, you know? And I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. But when I took those fruits out of that apple cider vinegar and water, y'all, that water was so dirty. I will never forget that moment. I was just like, holy guacamole. I was gonna eat all of this mess. Like, what the hell? I was just disgusted, so disgusted. And since that day, which was about 6, because I was down the, that was about 6 years ago. And since that day, I've always had freaking apple cider vinegar in my home to soak my fruits. I also take shots of apple cider vinegar if I don't have any fresh juice in my fridge. Sometimes I add this apple cider vinegar to my fresh fruits. I also use apple cider vinegar in my Indian healing clay, because once I saw how great that apple cider vinegar was with my fruits and veggies, I was like, what can I use apple cider vinegar for? Like, oh my God, this is amazing. So cleaning your fruits and veggies are essential. Don't just rinse those babies off, soak them. In the stores, they do have, you know, the veggie and fruit cleaner. I have personally never purchased any. So as I tell you with everything else, make sure you read the ingredients. If you don't understand something, you cannot pronounce a word, research that so you know what you're putting into your body. But let me tell you, apple cider vinegar and water have been great cleaners for me for the last 6 years. So I didn't plan on including this, not even question or mentioning this in the video, but because I mentioned my first time detoxing to have a flat stomach for my photo shoot or a show, I really want to point this out. Juicing for weight loss. What do you call those? What do you call it? Like the fad diets or something like that? Don't juice for weight loss. Juicing shouldn't be for a long-term solution, because it's just not going to work out for you at all. Yes, when you detox for 3 days or a full week, yes, your stomach will be flatter. I mean, you're giving your digestive system a break. But to use juicing as a method for losing weight and not eating foods, I don't recommend it at all, because all of that weight will come back to you. And I know this video isn't about an introduction to detoxing, but if you are detoxing or juicing, you can't break that by going directly into solid foods. You need to gradually get there. I need to add this as a topic to my next YouTube video, because yeah, this is okay. Detoxing video. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop it right there, because I can really talk about that for a long time. If you are thinking about juicing as an option to weight loss, I don't recommend it, especially not for long term. If you're just kind of, just look extra snatched and a dress or something in like 2 or 3 days, sure, yeah, cut that bloating, get that crap out of the way, do your thing, okay? But just be careful when you break that detox, because yeah, if you don't do it correctly, then you'll be bloated and be like, girl, why you told me to do this? It did not work. Alrighty friends, and that's a wrap. I hope those questions helped boost your confidence to start juicing. I hope you no longer feel intimidated by whichever factor it was that had you hesitant to start juicing. And remember, giving it a try will not hurt at all. If you're trying to transition into a healthier lifestyle, give juicing a chance. And I'm not talking 1 week or 3 days. Before I X anything out or completely say no, that's not for me, I always give it a 3-month trial. That's 90 days. That's what I did with my YouTube channel for the longest. I always said, I'm not a fan of YouTube. That's not my jam, not at all. Well, hey, look at me. Hi, hello, doing introduction videos, sorting through my social media calendar so I can make sure I stay ahead on my YouTube channel. So give it a try. If there are any additional questions you have, remember, add those in the comments, or you can contact me on my website, xojrwellness.com/contact. I'll see you in the next episode. Ciao. Oh shoot, I'm still filming. Oh, holy crap, I straight up scared myself. Oh my freaking goodness. Be back, you guys. I'm juicing, I use my phone to juice my angle, okay?